Hi guys, it's been a while since I've made a video for you, so I'm back with another one. So lately I've been making these flower earrings, and it's pretty simple. I just make the flower and I put an ear wire on it, just like that. So I wanted to make something else with these, and I thought, I wonder if I can make them into a necklace by connecting them somehow. So I came up with this idea. Here's my necklace. And my plan is to have a total of 6 of these larger flowers. I'm going to make another one down here to show y'all how to make it. I'll be putting it here. And 2 of these little flowers, and I'll be having them here. One here, one here. And I will be connecting a chain to the top of the flower for the back of the neck and having a clasp. So I'll show you how to make this flower, a little flower, and how to connect them with links. I use chain links to connect them, rolo chain. I was going to use jump rings, but I didn't like how it laid with the jump ring, so I went with rolo. This is the kind of rolo chain I'm using. You need at least enough room for 2 petals to move around inside. And I'm using a smaller chain for the back of the neck. It's not the same size as the larger one, it's much smaller. So to make these, the tools you will need are going to be bent nose pliers, chain nose pliers, and a trimmer. I will be needing those to connect the chain links later on in the video. And the beads I will be using are 11-0 hex cut seed beads, 11-0 seed beads, and 3mm round seed beads, or 6-0 seed beads. And for the smaller flower, I will be using different size beads in smaller amounts. And when I get to the smaller one, I will tell you how much to use then. So to start with making one of these flowers, I'm going to string on 5 seed beads and 5 silver beads. This is how they are right now. And I'm going to put on my last silver 3mm bead. And I just pick them up with my right hand and cross through it, just like this. Put your ends together and bring your bead down. So it should look like this. Seed beads between the larger 3mm round beads. So now I'm going to pick up my seed beads, my hex cut seed beads. I have an iris color here that I'm using, and it's kind of hard to pick up on the camera. So I'm using 15 of these in my first petal. Oops. So I have 5, 4, 10, and here's my other 5. Now, on your right string, pick up 14 and hold the 14th bead between your index finger and your thumb. And in your left string, pick up the 15th seed bead and cross through the 14th seed bead in your right hand. Hold your strings, and it should look like this. Now with your left string, we are going to pick up another hex cut seed bead, slide it down, and we are going to go through this 3mm silver seed bead right here. So now it must look like this. Just like that. Okay, so in your right string bead, in your right hand, with your right string again, just like the very first video I made, is the outer string. It's always going to be your outer string. The left string is the string that's on the inside, and this is the inside of the flower, so that's how I know. So now we're going to pick up all of these 11 hex seed beads, pick up one, your 15th, in your left hand, and cross through with your left hand, through your right hand, through the 14th seed bead. Just like this. And now we're going to be filling in the gap again. Picking up one seed bead, and we are going to cross through the silver bead again. Just like this. No, it fell out. So now it should look like this. A little tough to see. Okay, so with your right hand, pick up your hex cut seed beads again. Remember to just pick up 14, which is pretty easy. Pick up your 15th on your right hand, your left hand I mean, and on your right hand pick up your 14th and cross through your 14th seed bead. You should only have one of these seed beads on your left side. And now we have 3 petals. So we have to fill in this space again by picking up another hex seed bead. Just to let you know, we only go through these black 11 seed beads one time, and that was at the very beginning. So pick up your 11 and go through the silver round seed bead. Right there. Pull your string out, and it should look like this. With your right hand again, pick up all the 11 hex cut seed beads, except for one. You can make this with just regular 11 seed beads. They don't have to be hex cut, but it might not lay as flat. You might have to add more or less. Just play around in it and see what you can come up with. So I'm crossing now through my 14th seed bead. So now I have 4 petals, and I'm going to do my last flower, my last petal of my flower. I'm going to pick up one 11 seed bead on my left string again, and I'm going to go through this silver one, just like this. Tighten it up a little by yanking on it. And with my right hand, I'm going to pick up all of the seed beads this time, except for one seed bead. And that's my 15th. Oops. Alrighty, so slide them down. And over here, you could see my very first petal that I started. This is the first seed bead right here. And this is the second. We're going to be going through the second seed bead. And to do that, I just pinch this and it opens it up some. And I poke it through like this. And now to fill that gap right here, I have to put in another hex cut seed bead, my very last one. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm just gonna go through. Zoom in camera. Crisscross through the silver 3mm bead like this. So now I'm done making the shape, so it should look exactly like this. Okay, so it should look like little triangles here. Make sure that you have your 2 in each gap, because I have skipped that step and have to go back and take it apart. So now I'm going to teach you how to knot it. Knotting's pretty simple. You just go through, use your right or left hand. I'm going to use my right. Go through a couple beads. Okay, and I'm going to do a half hitch knot. I'm going to go through the center of the flower. I have my little loop here. I'm going to come up through this little gap, this little triangle right here. I'm going to come up through here, and I'm going to go through my loop. Just like this, and I'm going to go through it 2 times. And I'm going to pull it. First, I have to make sure that my piece is nice and tight. Okay, I'm going to pull it. Slide that knot on down. And I'm going to go through the seed bead, pull it again. Your knot should hide under the silver seed bead every time, the silver round bead. I'm going to go back through the center of the flower again and up through the triangle. I'm going to loop around the flower twice. This is a half hitch knot. And now I'm going to pull it again. Go through a couple more beads, maybe 2 or 3. Just like this. We're only going through the center beads. We're not going through any of the hex cut seed beads because we need them to stay that round shape. Okay, so now I'm going to cut my right string. Not my left, just my right. And now I'm going to knot with my left string. I'm going to go through the center again, come out through the back, make my loop, go through the triangle part, grab my string, I'm going to go through my loop again, twice, pull my string, go through my black seed bead, hold it, silver, actually I'll tie another knot right here. Okay, and go through my silver seed bead, black seed bead. And that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to cut my string. So now I have my flower. And you can make an earring out of this one too if you want. But I was wanting to have it like this. Maybe put a little flower at the top and the larger flower at the bottom. Make it 2 flowers as an earring. Put the ear wire here. So now I'm going to make my second earring, but I'm going to do that in the second video. So if you want to, or my second flower. If you want to see how I make my smaller flower and how I connect all of my pieces together, go ahead and watch my second video to continue on. Thank you for watching.